Advisor on today. Hey, listen, we are here at Margaritaville, and we've done a few different videos from Margaritaville, but we wanted to show you something a little different today. Behind the hotel are a whole group of cottages and individual homes, and really creating a really neat vacation opportunity and option, especially for those of you who are looking to come to Disney and want to look at maybe something a little different. So I want to show you this through a walk tour, talk you through kind of what's offered here. And really, Florida Parks After Dark, we're really trying the best we can to show you everything to make your Disney vacation the best it can be. And this is a fantastic option. Listen, I'm going to flip the camera. We're going to take a little walk. We're going to talk through the whole thing. And if you have any questions, jump in on the chat. We got this. All right, so right now we're actually starting on a walk. Now, these houses are great. Margaritaville is a Jimmy Buffett themed resort, and the cottages stay that theme. They have a lot of these tropical colors, which are awesome. So listen, these houses are individual houses, and they run about probably 3 to 4 bedroom, 2-story houses. So here's the difference. You can stay in wait, before I get to the difference, let me show you something. So these houses, what make these houses unique is they actually have stairs. Like, there's their balconies, there's the back of the houses, right? And it has a whole, I would say, South Carolina, North Carolina feel. And the stairs go down into this little sandy area that lead to this. So this is their view across all the water. And it is just amazing. But, so that's one option. That's your 2 to 3 bedroom houses. Those are probably 3 to 4 bedrooms. And if you look straight across the water there, see those really colorful houses out there? That's what I love about this. Those are townhouses. And so they're all connected, like normal townhouses. And they're 3 bedrooms, probably a little smaller bedrooms. And what's great about those townhouses, and what sets them different, is that there's groups of townhouses, and within each townhouse is a community pool. And you can kind of see it right between that blue and that orange house, right there. That's a community pool. So those townhouses have their own pool they can go to. Sometimes we'll walk that far to the resort pool, which we will show you in a minute. So that's the individual houses, and those are the townhouses. Now let's pause for a second. What makes this so special? You can go to a Disney resort, and you can stay in a Disney hotel. And you can have your room with your little kitchenette area with a microwave and the small fridge, the bed's right there, and the bathroom. Okay, you could upgrade and spend significantly more money and get a 1-bedroom. Or you can do these. These are multiple floors, full living rooms, full kitchens, full dining rooms, multiple bedrooms, individual bedrooms with doors. They have doors. So you can get some separation. You can come together as a family, you can separate, cook your own meal, save some money on the food cost, which is enormous. And the price per night here is about the same as a Disney resort, which is a hotel room. So, and for these especially, these 3 or 4 bedroom ones, they're awesome. But listen, this is really what we want to show you, is how beautiful the entire resort is. Now, we're walking down a path that's behind some of the houses. And these houses right here to our right are some of the bigger houses they have in Margaritaville. And the cottages here, these are 6, 7, 8, 9 bedroom homes. Some are 2 stories, some are 3 stories, some have elevators. All of them have pools. So they have their own plunge pool. And what's great about these, and what we see when we're here, we're visiting this area, is people use these homes for family reunions. They may rent 2 or 3 homes next to each other and have a large family reunion. Or it's a bachelor party, a bachelorette party. Or it's a girls' weekend, a boys' weekend. And Margaritaville Orlando's hotel is up here, we'll get to. And the hotel has conference rooms, and they have conferences. And so sometimes people who attend the conferences will rent these houses. And so it's just awesome. And on top of that, some families just rent the houses. So this creates just a wonderful opportunity. Now, you'll say, 10-bedroom house, George, that must cost an arm and a leg. Divide it by 10. If everybody puts in, it is really a cost-effective option than renting multiple rooms, maybe at the Animal Kingdom Lodge or maybe at the Grand Floridian. And again, you have separation. You have high level kind of fixtures and finishes in the houses, flat screen. I mean, it's just, they're beautiful properties. So really, it's just a great option. The fact you have your own private plunge pool and your deck, most have grills, so you can grill outside. It's really a great option and a cost-effective option, because you can put multiple people in the room and you're not on top of each other. And trust me, I love my family, but if we're within 10 feet of each other for more than a few days, that's just too much. And I'm blessed to have a fantastic family. So those are the houses. As you can tell, they're all tropical colored out like we talked about. The walkway's lit. So at night, this is a lit walkway that I'm on right now. And it's just amazing. So these are the larger homes, and this is the back of them. I'm gonna show you the front when we come around turn here. Those homes across the way there, they're neat. They're 3-bedroom homes, and they have their decks, pools stick out over, so their railing goes over the water. And in that water area, this is kind of a retention pond or lake, we could call it. There's turtles and there's fish, and there's actually an alligator or two. It's Florida. And you can sit outside, watch your deck, look out at the world. It is awesome. So it's just a great way to do it. It's landscape beautiful here too. So I want to show you one thing we're about to get to, and this is kind of a neat thing. They did a great job. So here, let me explain. There's 1,100 homes in here, mostly single family, everything from 1 bedrooms to 10 bedrooms. And then they have those towns that are all connected. It meanders around, it wanders. There's water everywhere, which of course is Florida. So that's great. But it creates views like that, which is awesome. So the other piece in this community of cottages is about 80% of them are up for rent. So you can rent them by the night, Airbnb, you can rent them through Margaritaville directly, VRBO. They all are up for rent. They're individually owned by people. Some companies own a few. And so you can rent these. But I want to show you this, because this is kind of cool. So there's this bridge. It is literally the one bridge in the entire community. And what's neat about this bridge, and I'll get to it and I'll show you. You get about halfway across the bridge here, and we're gonna look this way. So we're looking that way. Those houses back there, if you look carefully. Hey Kevin, thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. The high temp here today, my friend, is gonna be 95. Real feel of about 109. August in Florida. So over those houses, at certain times, SpaceX will launch from Cape Canaveral. It's about 50 miles away from us. And you'll see the rocket go over the houses. During the day, it's a little beam, a little light. At night, it lights up all the clouds. And it is so cool to watch rocket launches from this bridge from Cape Canaveral, which is 50 miles away. So that's that side of the bridge. What's cool is if we simply turn ourselves around and look that way, there are the most amazing sunsets you'll ever see. And this is the one bridge in all the entire resort. And so really just wanted to show you that. It's awesome. So we are gonna start walking. So we're coming across the bridge and we've left the big houses. And these are those houses that have kind of their decks that look out over the water. And I love the use of grasses and little walkways, and they use shells here, and they have these little tiki huts like at the end of every road. It's just the neat thing. It creates really kind of a cool shade effect. And there's a little table there, so if you want to kind of stop and cool off a little bit, because yes, it is going to be a hot day today. Hey Tom, there actually is alligators here. It's so good you said that. We just saw one the other morning, and it was, they're not small. The alligator we saw is probably a 7-footer. So it's a, in Florida, anybody who comes to Florida or anybody who lives in Florida knows, any water more than 3 feet has a chance to have an alligator in it. So the houses we saw the back of, these are the fronts of what they look like. Multiple decks, some have wraparound decks. Again, some are 3 stories. They're really just beautiful. What's great is architecturally they're different. So it's not all the cookie cutter, same shape, same colors. You get mixed up on whose house is what. It's just really neat kind of space. And then these are those houses that overlook that water we talked about. So they overlook the water and then they go. Now, we're gonna go straight ahead. And then there's one of those other tiki huts. I love those tiki huts. So straight ahead of us actually is apartments. So let's talk about some options. We'll get to the tiki hut. I'll stand in the shade for a second. We'll talk for a second. You can rent these houses long-term, like a normal rental for a year more. You can rent these houses by the day. You can rent these houses by the week, by the month. There's a lot of different ways to do it. So they're all here. Now there's another set of large houses to look at. Or if you want to move here and not rent here, across the way is a brand new group of apartments that were built. Now that isn't Margaritaville per se, but you're really close to all the action. So there's that. But here's the one thing I didn't talk about, which I think is kind of the... Tom, I'm gonna pause. No one's gonna swim in that water out there. That's why every house has its own pool. Bugs aren't that bad in Orlando. We lived in South Florida for a while. We're up here in Kissimmee, near here, and the bugs aren't even that bad here, which is awesome. So just heads up. What's great about being here is its proximity to Disney. We'll keep walking. So the proximity to Disney is amazing. The other night we heard these booms and didn't know what it was, and it was 9:20, and it was the fireworks from Magic Kingdom, and you can hear them. And then we realized that if you went to the front of the hotel, which we'll get to, you could see them from the hotel. You could see Magic Kingdom's fireworks, and then you also could see Epcot's if you turned your head a little bit. So it is literally 1 mile as a crow flies from here to Animal Kingdom Lodge. 1 mile. And what's crazy that we found is that there is a small little road that goes behind everything. It's a public road. There's no gates. There's a little brown sign that says you're now on Disney property, and you come out over by Animal Kingdom Park. So it's located that close to the parks. It's located that close to Disney property. You can actually see the fireworks at Disney. You don't have to be in kind of the chaos at Disney if you don't want to be in those large hotels with all those people. If you want your own place to stay in, you can do that. And it really has a cost-effective option because of that. So it's really just kind of eye-opening for us. And we wanted to take that time today to show you that. Because again, Florida Parks After Dark, we know the magic of Disney, and we want to make sure if you come, you can fully engage and fully enjoy it. Because there's just something wonderful about Disney. So there's that. And then what's great is, and this is the last, not last, but here's another surprise, is all these houses are in very close proximity to where? To the resort. That's Margaritaville Orlando Resort. Now we have one or two very extensive vlogs on that resort. But if you stay in these houses, you can access that resort. So you have your own plunge pool, but if you want to go up to the community pool or the resort pool, you can. If you want to go up to the restaurants, you can. If you don't want to cook your own meals. If you want to go get a drink at a tiki hut, you can, because it's all real close to everything. And I think that's what makes this a really neat option. It's a resort attached to a living community with houses that's close to Disney at a price point that's approachable for people different than Disney. Disney's an expensive vacation, guys. I don't think I'm telling anybody any secrets you don't know. So we're trying to make it very doable and not have you guys stay in a cheap motel somewhere on the side of the road. This is just an option. So, and while we're on, we have a very special guest on our live stream for today. Pop, our honorary partner in crime out of Pennsylvania. Today is his 80th birthday. I want to take a minute here to wish Pop happy birthday. Happy birthday, Pop. 80 years young. He is an Energizer Bunny. We love Pop. He is one of our biggest supporters. So Pop, happy birthday to you. Hope you have a fantastic day today, and I know we'll be talking later on today. So we're kind of coming down and around. Now we're at the end of the walk, the road, and here's why. We're at the resort. You'll hear a little reggae music because the pool's open. I won't be able to show you that. It's great they do have like a little kid's playground there, which is awesome. And then they have the pool area. Now we're not going to go in the pool area per se. I want to just kind of show you the backside of this resort. This is all that's also included. So we'll go up here. We'll take a look. Oh, and you can rent Surrey bikes if you're here. Now, between all of us, and we're all friends here on Florida Parks After Dark, I've done Surrey bikes once. That's good enough for me. If you like it, God bless you, go do it. All right, so we're back up at the hotel. So the pool area is to our left. You had to think about that for a second. And the hotel is to our right. And this is kind of just a path that goes from the houses that you just kind of walk up and come up through the path there here. I'm just going to take you up through the hotel a little bit here, show you kind of close proximity to where the houses are, show you kind of what it offers so you get that sense of it too. If you want to see the inside of the hotel and really get a sense of that, we got a couple really extensive vlogs on the hotel because we're huge Margaritaville fans. You can really pick that up if you watch our channel. So go take a peek at that, but let me show you this. So we're kind of getting towards the pool area. So let's poke our heads in here. So here's the pool. Okay, quick orientation. Straight ahead of it is a pool. Now it goes out pretty, there's two separate pools. In the middle of this is the left pool. And then there's a tiki bar in the middle, and then there's a right pool is identical to this. Both have zero entry and are just awesome. They have cabanas you can rent that have TVs and fans and refriges and all that, so you can rent those. And then kind of through the trees there, and to get a better view of it later, is the Tiki Bar Fins Up Club. And they have all the food and drink and all that, so you can kind of get a bite. What makes this very unique, and I'm going to try to get a better view of it, is right here. Those chairs are actually in sand. Real sand. And you can put your toes in the sand with your drink. Watching the pool, looking out over all this, it's awesome. And Tom, I see the question about fire ants. Well, I'll tell you right now, buddy. If you're aware in Florida, you can keep yourself in a lot of trouble. It's different, but again, Orlando is a little bit different than South Florida and a lot different than the west coast of Florida when it comes to wildlife. So this is a path that runs right next to the pool area. And it's just beautiful here. So let me show you. So straight ahead of you, that's the Tiki Bar that separates the two pools. Here's a great view of the one pool we just saw. And then if you see in the back there, behind all that, those are the houses we just walked by. So they got a view of this, and it's awesome. Now let me show you this real quick, so you guys get a sense of really how close we are. That's the resort. So the rooms to the resorts, they're kind of made up of buildings that are separated by hallways, internal hallways. But then they kind of go building to building. There's building H, G, F. So they've labeled the buildings by letter. But so there's rooms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's four or five stories tall. It has this big grass area, and actually in this area, a lot of times, there's been a lot of weddings. This is like big wedding central. So they do the wedding kind of down in that corner. This is kind of reception area. And then over there, they have kind of the buffet and the food. And that lower area is where those conference rooms are we talked about. Oh, and speak of the devil, they're doing a photo shoot. We won't be too intrusive. Up there in the hotel, there's a place called Provisions, which is kind of a little sandwich shop and a place to get some food and things. And then during the day down here, when there's events, they have that bar area open. And then right there is actually the back way to get into the lobby. Now we're gonna stay on the outside today, but we may go in, let me see. But that's how you get in through the lobby. And it's kind of a neat space. Eventual or else, thank you. Hi to you, and hope you have a fantastic day. So we're gonna walk around. I wanna show you a couple things real quick. Now these are the grounds. What I love about this space is it's spread out, a lot of room to walk, a lot of room to kind of to just do and be and not be on top of people. There's a check-in for the pool. And what's kind of neat is, and if you're not aware of it, you won't necessarily see it. There's a pool. There's a second pool back here. Now this is your quote-unquote quiet pool. Let's just take a peek at that real quick. So they had the big pool, which is two separate pools separate by a tiki bar, remember? And then they had the zero entry for the kids, and all the cabanas you can rent. And if you just want to come and be, and not have people cannonballing and floaties and all that, and you just want to kind of sit and read a book and maybe work on your tan, this is a great option. So this is the quiet pool. What you've noticed is there's no music. So this is kind of just a nice little pool area that kind of no one knows about. So it's kind of a best kept secret pretty much for these rooms that are here. It's a good size space, it really is. Our friends from Canada have joined us. Hello, my friends from Canada. It's probably a sight cooler in Canada than it is here in Florida. Refill of 109 today for us. I wonder what your temperature is up in Canada. So, we showed you these from across the water as hotels. They just put in this pool area here. About to see the bucket dumped from the splash park. So, this just got put in, I'm saying, about 2 months ago. Great little splash park back there. They have their own cabanas. Those are special color areas. Own big grass green area and their own stage. And a gigantic tiki hut. TVs, we'll go over them and take a look at it. But so they just put this in for those apartments. Now, here's the secret. If you stay at Margaritaville, you get access. Shh, don't tell anybody. We just found out the other day. So you can go into that area and you have the Margaritaville pool, you have that pool, that has a great splash park for kids and it's really underutilized. They're not using it. So there's not a lot of crowds there right now. But so this is that tiki bar. And they got 8 huge TVs. It's just it's a great space. It really is. So they just put this in. So this is brand new. And again, that's back towards Margaritaville. That's an awesome mural. I love it. I want to show you one thing real quick out here. Just give you a sense of the space we've walked in a better way. We'll figure out where we're going to go from here. What's great about this pool, this other pool by these apartments that you have access to, is they have those chairs that are actually built into the pool. You see the white chairs? So they're actually in the pool. They're permanent fixtures. So you kind of can sit in the water and kind of just enjoy yourself, which is it's nice because I think Florida, this part, Central Florida, stays hot till about September. And then you really start seeing the weather break a little bit. And then it becomes perfect November, December, January, February, March. April starts heating back up. But it's really cool. They have this guy, which is kind of neat. Because you get a chance to kind of go out over the water a little bit. I want to show you this while we're here. Okay. Quick orientation of where we are. And I'll show you. All right, so zoom in for a sec here. Straight back there, those are with me from the beginning. Those are houses. Their steps go down to that sand that go right to the water. We walk from there. That's where we started this. And those are the houses that sit over top, have the pools that kind of stick out over top of the water. And that's a path we just walked up with those larger houses. Those are the 8, 9, 10 bedroom homes. Beautiful, beautiful homes that then go to Margaritaville. So it really creates a lot of it. A lot of opportunity, a lot of options. So, all right, so it's a little cool and sunny in Canada today. Love it. It is going to be sunny and hot in Florida, and you can set your watch by a storm about 3:30 today. It's going to thunderstorm because that is what it is to be in Florida. Oh, for those of you who do come in the warmer weather, it's going to rain. That's okay. In Florida, it rains about an hour, maybe 2, and then you're good. So just heads up on that. So all right, so now we've left the cabana. That new pool area is kind of to our left, Margaritaville pool area to our right, and we're going back at the hotel right now. What's neat, and just to talk about, we're not going to walk over because it's a heck of a walk. In front of the hotel is an area called Sunset Walk, which is, think Disney Springs mini version. There's a lot of restaurants, bars, stores, specialty stores. They have a lot of events up there. Today there's actually a car show. And it's in front of the thing. We have a couple vlogs on Disney. I'm sorry, we have it on Disney Springs, but also have it on Sunset Walk. So you can pop up there and take a look. But that's what makes this really special. That you have Sunset Walk, this resort, and the homes, and then the extra new pool they just put in. So tons of options here. So all right. Here's what we're going to do real quick. Now, I do apologize for if you're sending messages through the chat. I have the sun directly on the screen, and there's no way I can read that. So I'm going to get to some shade and probably play catch up. So real quick, we're just going to poke our heads in kind of lobby area real fast and just show you that. We're not going to do a big tour. I just want to show you what the lobby looks like because it's really unique. And it's kind of a very special place. So let's do that real fast. All right. So we're going into Grand Lobby. Okay. So this is down on the first floor. If you enter the hotel from the front, you would come in a whole level up. I'm going to quickly show you guys the lobby just because we're in here. So let's just peek real fast because we just want to show you this real fast, and then we're going to get out of here. Just so you see kind of the space. So let's get around this. Here's the iconic flip-flop that is in all Margaritaville resorts. And then here's the lobby itself. And those are Margaritaville glasses that serve as their lights. And here's kind of how the lobby lays out. So they did a great job carrying the outside in. They have Euphoria, which is their restaurant, nautical themed restaurant right there, which is outstanding. Live music. And then they do have their Margaritaville store right there with all the good Margaritaville merch. And then we talked about provisions earlier. That's right there. Sorry about the whip there. I turned the camera a little quick. So we're gonna start heading back out. Just want to show you guys the inside. This was just a quick walking tour, but it's just such a cool space. Okay. So we're back outside. Yeah, it looks like they're doing a photo shoot right there. It's just really just a great spot for it. We'll walk up here closer to the hotel. It's my understanding that every one of the rooms here at this hotel actually faces out. So you get a great view of the pool area, great view over the pool area across the water. You can see the houses we just toured. And you also get great views of the sunset. So they've kind of positioned this whole thing beautifully. So it's kind of like, all right, we can see everything from that one spot. But I will tell you, and this is Florida Parks After Dark, full disclosure. The price for a night in this hotel will be comparable to the price of renting one of those houses we saw. If you shop around, and I will tell you, shop around. There probably are 8 different models in the community for the houses. And because they're individually owned, the prices can be wildly different. And you get basically the same thing. The interior packages were all formatted and standardized by Margaritaville. So you're gonna get the same fixtures, finishes, and get a Margaritaville, a margarita maker, and it's all high-end stuff. So you really live in a great house, no matter where you are. So take some time and do some comparative shopping. And you may save yourself maybe $100 a night for a room that maybe you get one for $350, not $450 a night. And you're gonna get a 3-4 bedroom house close to the resort and close to Sunset Walk. It really makes it an economical option for you. Adventure or else, thank you for joining us. We all have Saturday morning chores. I needed to take a break and come show you guys this because we just think this is amazing. So we're going to take a walk now and show you kind of the fronts of the houses real quick so you get a sense on really what it is. So this is, you come in and what's neat about the housing area, all the roads are really named after Jimmy Buffett songs, Jimmy Buffett lyrics, Jimmy Buffett kind of feel. So it's a fun, whimsical place. It's not too serious, not too intense. So it makes it great. Like here, I'll show you. So these 2 roads, let's take a peek. Sandbar Drive and Parrot Head Place. Okay, that is kind of the theme all the way through this area. Now, yes, I'm walking down the middle of the road, and my moderator wife, who's now quietly murmuring to herself, going, get out of the road, you're gonna get hit by a car. I'm gonna get us out in a second. So each house obviously has its own parking area, which is great. But these are what the fronts of these look like. And let me kind of get it so you get a better angle on it because I got too close. So they're just really, zoom out as far as I can. There you go, better. So just really beautiful houses. The colors are great. And what's neat is some of them are named. Like that one has, it's all Fin and Games attached to kind of the address, which is again, a play on Jimmy Buffett. So it's really kind of a neat space. This is the Blue Pearl. I think we all can guess why. But what's great about these is because they're 2-3 stories, and again, some have elevators even in them, is really you can have multiple generation family reunions. You can have large groups come up. We've seen baseball teams, kids traveling teams, rent these houses so that they can, as a team, be here, and they pull the buses up to pick them up for time, and then they go. It's just, it's really a neat space. So I wanted to show you the front of these because we saw the back and the path that goes up to the resort. All right, so guys, listen. here at Florida Parks After Dark. We've been doing our channel for about a year now. We'd love you to like this stream. We'd love you to subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. We've had great growth. We're over 5,000 subscribers now. It's really been a wonderful experience for us to show everybody really our joy at Disney, the Disney kind of magic, and then how to make maybe your Disney trips and your Disney adventures approachable, affordable, and maybe show you things that you're not going to see everywhere. We live in Kissimmee in this area, so we're actually on property every single day. It may not be parks every day. It typically isn't. What we show you is kind of, okay, well, here's a cool thing about this resort. Here's a cool option to stay, or here's a cool place to go eat. Here's a cool place to go shop. Because it's all about the entire vacation. Parks are incredibly important, but there's so much more to do in this area, and just the magic of Disney. So do me the favor, like the stream, subscribe. We now have channel memberships open. If you want to follow us and support the channel and become a channel member, that would be fantastic. We're gonna be doing more and more live streaming and more content coming out. But if you jump on our channel, I think there's over 2,000 videos right now. So if you need to find out something, we probably have a video on it. If not, send us a message. If you say, George, Florida Parks After Dark, we want you to go to see blah because I heard blah is great. We will go see blah. We'll put it up and you guys can see it. So guys, thank you so much for your time, and we appreciate that. And you guys take care. Have a fantastic day and go live your best